Hi everybody, this is the baseball hype, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host. Welcome back to the baseball Hut 2, and hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So we're going to have more trade rumors here, and you hit the subscribe button, you get all kinds of stuff. Right now it's just daily videos right now. But here we go, we got the Yankees, the White Sox, and the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's start up with the Yankees. PinstripeAlley.com, headline. Yankees potential trade target Yankees-Luis Robert Jr. The possible crown jewel of the position player group will have a number of suitors. I will say, I do know how to read. I'm a college graduate, believe it or not. The Chicago White Sox are a mess, as your host is reading a lot of this stuff. On the field and in the front office, they're the only team in baseball without at least 30 wins. And the 26-66 record puts them on pace for the worst season in franchise history. Perhaps paradoxically, the White Sox boast some of the most in-demand talent on the trade market with Sox Chrochet, Eric Feed, sought after by teams needing pitching help. On the sticks, the top prize is center fielder Luis Robert Jr., only 27 in August, on a deliciously team-friendly contract. Robert's 119 WRC plus is well in line with his career 124, although returning from 2 months in the IL with a hip flexor strain seemed to hurt his plate discipline in the 36 games he's appeared and through the beginning of play on Sunday. His 33% strikeout rate raises eyebrows on initial view. It's evident that in the initial return to in-game action, Robert was perhaps brought back too early and the swing wasn't quite where it needed to be. Over the last 2 weeks, he's been much closer to the baseline 26% strikeout rate. Now, I would mention, on Sunday, I believe it was Sunday, it was Saturday, there was a game against the Guardians the White Sox had, and it was a walk-off situation. The ball was hit the medium-range center field, and Robert, who was playing center field, did not throw the ball into home plate. He just grabbed the ball, almost like he was making the third out of an inning. And he did not throw in, if you want to understand. The Chicago White Sox broadcast went nuts. And I saw the play. He should have thrown it in. But he caught the ball and that was it. And he basically walked off like he wasn't going to try. That's a bad sign if you're a team that wants to bring him into your playoff situation. It's the reason why a team is at 40 games under 500. It's not just because of talent, it also is an attitude too. For a team like the Yankees, Robert's a pretty perfect fit. Yeah, okay. Or maybe he is with the Yankees been playing. He's not quite the MVP level talent. His agent, I would mention this. What was this thing that happened last week on the 4th of July? The Yankees and the Reds were having a standoff during the singing of God Bless America or the national anthem. That's not supposed to happen with the Yankees. The button-up Yankees, they don't do stuff like that, but they did it. So maybe Robert would be perfect for the Yankees at this point. I mean, really, if you think about it, he might be the perfect fit in more ways than one. The Yankees are not the classy organization that they used to be. That might be a possibility. White Sox appear to be going beyond the down to the studs teardown. I think they're likely to win even fewer than the 46 games they're tabbed for by winning percentage. They're going to be awfully close to the 62 Mets. I can tell you that. But this would be funny if the Yankees got this guy, considering how he doesn't want to play hard. You'd think he'd want to get out of there. That doesn't help him. But if he goes to the Yankees, maybe he'll stand next to those relief pitchers that were on the injured list. Next up, the Dodgers and the White Sox. This is from DodgersWhite.com. Headline, Sox Chrochet rumors. White Sox intend to trade the left-hander. As the regular season carries on, the Dodgers need for starting pitching continues to grow. One name on the rumor mill is White Sox lefty Sox Chrochet is viewed as one of the top names on the market. I want to say this. I never heard of Chrochet. I've heard of crocheting, but I never heard of Sox Chrochet prior to this. I think teams are going a little overboard, wanting to bring him in. I'm being honest with you. This guy scares me. This is the kind of pitcher that would basically get your general manager fired. Because this is a guy that's been a reliever and then he's pitching now and that is a rotation. But I never heard of him before that. I'm going to be honest with you. I hadn't heard about him up until about a month ago. And I'm a big baseball fan, as you can tell, the baseball hut. Chrochet is 6-6 with a 3.08 ERA, 2.5 FIP, 0.97 WHIP, and 202 batting average allowed over 19 starts. He additionally sports a 34.8% strikeout rate that is best among all pitchers. White Sox will be the big player in how the MLB trade deadline plays out, with several desirable pieces on their roster. According to Bob Nightingale of USA Today, the expectation is the White Sox will move forward with a Chrochet trade if they found to generate traction negotiations for a contract extension. For a few years of team control remaining, Chrochet is a cost-controlled pitcher under arbitration. That could be particularly enticing for a team like the Dodgers, who spend lavishly during the offseason. However, there easily figures to be a scenario where a Chrochet trade comes down to a bidding war amongst multiple teams as they look to receive a significant return for the 25-year-old. White Sox are said to have already rejected at least one trade offer from the Dodgers for Chrochet. Recent reports have shown the White Sox have placed an emphasis on scouting the Dodgers minor league system, along with a few other organizations. Crochet or yarn or needlepoint remains a target of high intrigue. Prior familiarity between the two clubs remains after they coordinated on a trade last year that sent Lance Lynn and Joe Kelly to LA for a package led by Nick Nastrini. And finally in this video, the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies are playing the Dodgers this week. And that should be a very interesting, perhaps a preview of the National League Championship Series. But I would mention, I don't believe the Dodgers will be there. I think the Phillies are going to the World Series. I've been very consistent on that. And they've certainly played like a World Series champion, or at least a National League champion so far this year. This is from SI.com. The Phillies received major prediction for MLB trade deadline. The Phillies have received a massive prediction ahead of the upcoming MLB trade deadline. Okay, see what this has to say. As the MLB season nears the All-Star break, the Phillies have remained one of the best teams in baseball. They truly look like part of a team that could win a World Series. Keeping that in mind, the Phillies have an opportunity to get even better. The MLB trade deadline is just a few short weeks away, 3 weeks away, and there have been many different options thrown out as potential targets for the team. Let's see. I would mention that I will be doing a big live stream on the Baseball Hut, the big channel, on that day and perhaps the day before that. And we're going to talk a lot about what's going on in Major League Baseball. The Phillies appear to be a team primed to make a move or two. In fact, they have received a big-time prediction about the trade deadline. Bob Nightingale, again at the USA Today, has reported that GMs and executives around the league are expecting the Phillies to be one of the most aggressive teams in trade discussion. Here is the list of teams that he named who are expected to be busy ahead of the deadline. The Dodgers, the New York Yankees, the Seattle Mariners, the Philadelphia... Oh, the Mariners, that goes without saying. I mean, I could have told you that. Because Jerry DiPoto, you just say, hi, Jerry. And Jerry's like, you want to make a deal? I'm just here to find out what time the game starts. Anytime the phone rings, Jerry's there to make a deal. The Phillies, the San Diego Padres, and the Braves. This should come as no surprise. Philadelphia knows just how close they are to winning the World Series. Being aggressive is a must if they want to turn that goal into reality. As you know, they went to the World Series 2 years ago and lost. Among the potential needs that could be addressed are another outfield and bullpen help. Both of these fronts, there are plenty of talented players available on the trade market. Bullpen seems like the most likely option. Right now, the Phillies have one of the more dangerous offenses in baseball. Even with Bryce Harper, I would mention Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber return tonight. Pitching wins championships in most situations, in every situation. Philadelphia has a good bullpen, but it isn't elite. Pursuing a player like Miami Marlins star Tanner Scott would make a ton of sense for the Phils. All of that being said, it will be interesting to see what the franchise ends up doing at the deadline. Will they live up to the hype and be aggressive, or will they stand pat and roll the dice if their current roster, I mean, Dave Dombrowski's going to make a move. He's going to make a move that can get them to the World Series and try to win the World Series. If he feels he needs to bring in more pitching, he'll do it. If he needs to get another bat, he'll do it. And he won't give up much, he won't give up much to do it either, that's for sure. Well, you let me know what you think about this video, of course. What do you think about the Yankees, the Dodgers, the White Sox, and of course the the Philadelphia Phillies. And of course, thank you for watching this video, and please hit the subscribe button for the Baseball Hut 2. I'll see you later.